Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the solstice, the summer solstice of 2023, for the next sort of 3 months. Overall energies, we've got our overall energies here. Karmic message on your relationship, emotional or spiritual side of life, karmic message on your material side of life, the influences that are leading you up to these next sort of 3 months, and then basically the next 3 months as we go through to the equinox of September. I have done the collective reading. Yeah, it's long, but it's a great reading. I really enjoyed it. As you can well see, there's a major river behind us and it's very, very windy here. So I do apologise about that. Trying to make it as best as I possibly can. Let's just see what's going on with your overall energy. You're going to, gee whiz. The reason I say that is because Taurus has already had that. I think this is about, and I'm a Capricorn, so I'm an earth sign, and I think it's all about celebrating life, this solstice. I really do. For all earth signs. Yes, you are in the last sort of 2 months before your birthday, so you're in your autumn period, so you will be sorting stuff out from the last year, seeing what worked, what didn't work, and seeing what you want to do in the future. But this is also sort of saying to you, you need to be one of these people. And you need to bring your cup to the party. And this party could be on the emotional side as much as on the material side. And as we go through this summer, and then the last month, which is up the top here, is going to be your transitional month. And I think this is what the energy is trying to help you to transition into, basically at the moment. A joyous thing, something to celebrate. And who's it to celebrate it with? Or what is it to celebrate? Let's just see what's going on and how the influences in the last 3 months. You got the moon. Yeah, I think you discovered a lot in the last 3 months that you didn't foresee. It brought up a lot of stuff within your life that you didn't see really happening or coming around the corner. It's as if you had to sort of like play it by ear, day by day sort of scenario. And yes, and I think it could be very emotionally charged. It may be realizing a lot of emotions that are hidden within you according to your past of what you've seen over the last 3 months. And that's going to bring clarity to your life. That's what I'm getting out of it. So there's a lot of unforeseens, but out of that unforeseen, there's a lot of clarity. And I think that's what's coming towards you. That's what's been happening over the last sort of 3 months for you. And now in this next 3 months, this clarity is going to come into vision, into focus in your life. So yeah, I think that's what's happening for you. Out of the confusion of the past comes the clarity of tomorrow. Let's just see what's going on with here. You get the 7 of Wands. Do you have to defend your position? I guess you do in a way, but I think you have to defend your choices. This is what it seems to be for me with yourself. Stay true to who you are. You know, this person's got that 1 wand in their hands. They've got those 6 wands underneath, and through that, a lot of stuff coming to the surface that you may not never really seen. You're going to get a lot of clarity and a lot of focus, and within that focus is a lot of success. And some people may not necessarily like the direction you're taking, and it seems like you need to stay true to your path. Basically, that's what it's sort of saying here for me. Staying really true to who you are and where you're going and your path and what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, that's what it seems to be for me here, for you, basically. That's your karmic mission for this. In the first month here, we have the 7 of Cups. So we got the 7 of Wands, and now we got the 7 of Cups. This is all about clarity of lots of different choices. As I said, you're going into autumn period. You're fully into it in this month here, between June and July. You're clarifying a lot of things in your life. And with that clarification comes 1 cup that you need to follow. and that becomes your evident path, and that's probably what you need to follow, and it needs to be the driving force within you as you go forward, and it should become evident to you. And sometimes it's not easy to be evident, and you know, I think it's pulling you towards, I'm getting here as well because the Three of Cups has just jumped at me. The Four, if you take the Three of Cups from the from the Seven of Cups, you end up with Four of Cups, and that's all about past stuff. And I think it's, with these decisions you're making, you're heading towards a new meeting of new friends, new connections, a new network, basically, new relationship. Could be a new love, you know, or could be you and your partner go and find a new place, a new group of people that is good for you. Within the July through to August, you get the Empress card. The Empress card is brilliant for this because you've got the Seven of Wands on your karmic path as well, sticking to your path. She has learned a lot about her emotions. That's what the Moon card's all about. She's learned a lot about her emotions, and that's why she's sitting on a log in the shape of a heart. She has control over her emotions. She's the Empress of her emotions. The Emperor is the controller or the Emperor of his physical domain. So when you combine your energy and your spirit into the situation, you will become Empress of your direction. And it seems like in July and August, you should be taking on and saying, this is what I want, I know what I want, and this is what I'm going after. Because we're moving into your period, Virgo. We're moving into your new year in August. And it seems this is where you're going to get that clarity. You'll already know it in July, June and July. And then from July to August, you'll know how to actually start implementing it within your life. She's not actually going anywhere as yet. It's now that inner vision, now the control is there, it's time to set off. And I think that's what's coming out of you. Ten of Wands is the outcome of your birthday season. And this goes from August through to September. This is perfect timing for you. This is totally the transition where you're going to realize you've been carrying too much in your relationships around you. You've been carrying everything else or everyone else around you, and you don't need to do that anymore. And that is when you become, and you realize, and you, the phoenix is born out of the embers of the past, and you really step into being the Empress. And I think this is where you're going to meet a new group of people. And in meeting these people, or a person, you're going to realize you've been carrying too much for everybody. And you're very much like that because you're lovely like that. That card definitely wants to come out. This is what's been going on in the past here. Sorry, it's been coming, it wanted to come out. It's twice I wanted to put it back in the pack and it wouldn't go, so I'm taking it. Five of Cups. This is brilliant. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is obviously tied into your workspace. Those Three of Cups there that have gone and in the past, you should be picking up those Two Cups there, which is connecting you into your future. And you add those Three Cups there, you come back to where you started from, as it were. Over the disappointment of the past, and that's what's been in your past, and going on to something that's a lot more happier for you. No doubt about it. That's what's been leading you up to this point. Disappointments within your workspace, maybe, within your job. Maybe your job just didn't give you what you wanted, or your business was not giving you what you wanted. That is about to change. That is about to change. And I would have thought that change is going to come in this month here, in the July to August period. It's also, well, I went into the collective reading which you have on this channel. Very long reading, but I was talking about that there could be environmental events in July and August that make us realize how small we are as a collective, how small we are as individuals, as humans, you know. So let's just see what the karmic message is for you This is it, the Nine of Wands. This is leading you up to this sort of Ten of Wands sort of scenario here as they dovetail into the future. It's taking that wand there and leaving those 8 wands behind, which are messages which give you those healthy boundaries. It gives you the triggers that stop you doing the things that you have been detrimental to you as you go forward. And you've got to realize that. You've got to put in place these healthy boundaries so you can progress on your path in regards to your career, regards to your job, your business and your projects. Okay, let's just see what's happening in the first month. 5 of Swords. You got 2 5s now on this side here, and 5s, like the 7, it is a transition in a way, but 5 is that moment of realization which leads us on to that success and that revelation in the 7, which is what we got over here, the 2 7s over here. So this 5 of Swords here is, you might have to might need to pull yourself out of a situation in regards to your work or your job or your business or your projects that is detrimental, with nothing to win by fighting it through. It's more, you're going to win more if you walk away from it. And I think that's what you need to do. Walk away from this disappointment, walk away from the confrontation that these disappointments may be giving you, and walk towards a future which is a lot brighter for you, basically. And that's what comes up. And as I said, I think this is where it kicks in this following month. Let's just see what this next card is coming up. As you walk away from any conflict, you walk towards the Knight of Cups. There is offering, because you've walked away from this, you've freed yourself up, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation where you get a lot of offers or possibilities within your life because you are going towards it, and you are getting the feedback from you're getting the feedback from everything that is around you, and offers of it's not just jobs. I think it could be a job that you're really enthusiastic about and you can put your heart into. I think that's what's coming up. An offering of a situation that really makes you feel passionate about what you're doing. Okay? And that's where it kicks in. As I said, I think that's where it is mainly going to be kicking in. And I think it's going to activate something which is going to force the situation on your personal relationship side. And it could well be a fact that you need to move region. You might need to move house and stuff like that. This is where the moving of the job may come into play. Let's just see what's going on between August and September. It's definitely clearing a path and opening up an opportunity for you. Ace of Cups. This is brilliant. I love this. Ace of Cups have been coming out for everybody. You haven't got any other aces, which is you've got 5 and 7s, and that's because you're going through your autumn period according to the Astroflower. And that Ace of Cups is that, and that's what I said. I think this job offer or these possibilities, you should be following your heart where that's concerned. Really following your heart and your heart's desires, because that's what's going to bring you success in your life. That's what's going to bring you success within your financial life, within your possibilities, within your job, your business and your projects and everything like that. Really, really beautiful. All of a sudden your heart is going to, this is where your birthday season, your heart's going to explode, and I think it's going to realize that you've been carrying too much on your relationship side, and things need to change. With the 3 of Cups, you get the Page of Cups. I think this is what I'm saying here. I think there's someone coming in. The Page of Cups opens the pathway for the Knight of Cups. That's what the Page of Cups is learning. And I think there's something to be said that you're doing this by opening this pathway, but there is also someone coming into your life that may have been thinking about you for a long time, that you may know already, that all of a sudden they say, you know, I was thinking of opening up a cafe, Would you like to do it? And you just kind of go, yeah, that would be great fun. And that's what's sort of flowing through you. I think they've been thinking about you, or thinking about this opportunity, or maybe you have been thinking about this opportunity, or what you would so desire, and it's through your autumn period. That's normal, and you're going ahead, and it's going to be getting it. It's going to be leading you to some real good success and some real sort of future. From the moon, we get the Seven of Wands, which you've got in your karmic mission. It's sort of saying now, it's the end of the unknown. It's now integrating that known within you, so you can stay true to your path. That's basically clarifying the moon card, and it's leading you into your karmic path because you've already got the Seven of Wands on it there. Let's just see what that karmic path is. Let's just see what that message is about. Ten of Pentacles, the long-term plan, basically. Working to something that's a lot more durable. It's now also time to, the karmic path here is this transition where you go from defending your path to living your path. And I think this is where you're going to realize those Ten of Wands that you're carrying around is a little bit too much. It's now time to pass over and start activating it at some point. And I think that will come in at your birthday period, as I said. I think this is where the defending your path, and it's going to be giving you a lot of clarity with that Seven of Cups. And with that Seven of Cups, you get the King of Cups. This is beautiful. You've now got the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, you've got the King of Cups. Let's just see if that Queen of Cups comes out up there. It could well be you've got to leave a lot of things behind you because you are opening up and living your dream, basically. The King of Cups has a control over their emotions, and I think this is what the King of Cups is sort of like, because you'll have control over your emotions, you're going to see what the evident path is for you as you go forward. It's going to be very evident for you going forward. In that month there, a lot of clarity coming to you. With the Empress card of how do you activate that within the intuition that is around you, you get the High Priestess. That is absolutely brilliant. High Priestess and the Empress card, you couldn't get a clearer situation on your emotional path. This is in July and August, it's going to become blisteringly clear for you what you should be doing. And whatever it is you're doing, I would go ahead, or whatever you want to do, in your life, I would go ahead and start manifesting it. That's what I would do, because it's becoming incredibly clear for you what you should be doing within that month there. An absolute beautiful card. An absolute beautiful card. So yeah, the July, August is a very clarifying month for you. With the Ten of Wands, how are you going to reach that star if you're holding all those wands? You've got to be as light as a feather. You've got to dream. You've got to believe in your dreams. You've got to believe in your aspirations. You've got to believe in you. That's that star inside you. That's what you've come to, and that's where you're going to. And in order to get there, in order to get to your dreams and aspirations, in order to your relationships, you've got to let go of a lot of things, I think, here, Virgo, and have the courage to let go of it. It'll be interesting to see what happens in that month there, in the monthly readings and the weekly readings during that month of August, September. But yeah, you've got to I think that's basically what it's sort of saying here. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Temperance card here. Temperance is patience. It's also knowing that when patience is over, it's time to activate. And here, I think, is the case here of being patient with those healthy boundaries you put in place, those transition that you have to go through in the first month of this period. Because if you're patient, that's when the Knight of Cups is really going to come through. Obviously, a knight in shining armor is coming towards you. And you have to be patient for it. Okay? With the Five of Cups, you get the Two of Cups. What was I saying about that? Those Three of Cups, which is the end of a situation, don't worry. You've got the Three of Cups, which is leading you to something much, much better. And you are going to reunite with yourself. Really, absolutely beautiful. That's what's coming from the past, and it's sending you in that direction and giving you that motivation to be exactly who you should be. Yeah. End of that difficult times and heading off to sunshine and happiness. That's what it should be about with you at this time. And those difficult times, that Ten of Swords, is definitely hooked into that Five of Swords, that transition for you. The death of something and the rebirth of something. So I'm talking about walking away from maybe a job, a business or a project, whatever it is walking away from those complications, those conflicts that never really served you anything, and heading towards that star, basically. And it may be that you're meeting a new love that's connected to your work. Could well be that, you know, for some of you. So yeah, that's what the patience. Don't worry about it. Be patient. It is the end of something, and because it's the end of something, it means it's the beginning of something else. The end of the Ten of Swords. Totally. Obviously, if I pull the next one, it's going to be the Sun, isn't it? You know, it doesn't shuffle that well. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you, Virgo. The Knight of Cups is someone. I think something or someone or an offer is coming into you that is signaling the end of the difficult times, the disappointing times you would have had within your material world. It's the end of something. That's what the 10 is all about. It's the end of something and the beginning of something new. You know, and it's definitely an offer that comes into you here. Let's just see what's going on with your Ace of Cups. See how that all sort of comes out. The King of Swords. You've got two kings here going on. I think you're going to own it, basically. I think this knight in shining armor is someone who's got a real vision. But because it's the King of Swords, it's almost as if like you have to bring in the heart here to a situation that is very well calculated but doesn't have a heart of the situation. And it's almost as if like you're coming to this situation, this new job, new business, new way of doing things, new projects, where you are giving that heart to the side of a very worked out, a very clear and worked out idea that you can contribute to, and you're going to be really passionate about it. It's going to lead you onto utter beautiful things. I can't resist it. I do have to pull another card just to sort of see where it's pulling us out to. The Emperor. Yeah, you're going to own it. I think this is going to be a really good year for you, Virgo. And the year starts at your birthday. And you are really going to own it. You're really going to own it, Virgo. You're really going to own it. Absolutely beautiful reading. You know, you got the collective reading come out as well, which is on our channel. I'll see you at the weekend on Friday for your weekly reading as well. In the meantime, thank you very much for subscribing, you know, supporting this channel. It's absolutely beautiful. Sharing this reading with any Virgos that you know to help them out, because it's also putting in is what you're going to get out. Yeah, hope you got the best out of it. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.